What's up, guys? Today I didn't go to school, so I don't have a driving vlog for you, but I'm going to sit here at my kitchen table with Casey and talk to you about all kinds of things. So last night when I got home, I watched this Vsauce episode, and Vsauce always does this thing called dongs, which is things you can do online now, guys, dongs, and they recommended this one dong that was first Toy Story movie, completely remade, thank you, completely remade with live action. And I was like, what? There's no way. They can't have done the whole thing. And I was like, this is impossible. And I went and I watched it, and hot dang, they freaking did. I had a nice long bath, a nice long soak, which helped out my rash, and watched this whole thing all the way through. I'll put a link to it somewhere, because it was really, really cool. The Sid character really freaked me out. So I went swimming today. That was really fun. I only got to swim for like 25 minutes, 30 minutes-ish, but it was still really, really fun. So I just finished up watching V for Vendetta, one of my favorite fracking movies of like all flipping time. Remember the 5th of November. Man, Hugo Weaving is a freaking beast. I'm serious. Like, that guy can do whatever he freaking wants. And Natalie Portman, I mean, she like had her freaking head shaved for the movie. That takes so much dedication and craziness. And shortly after she did that, I remember there was this sketch that came out on SNL, I think it was, where she rapped about like how much of a badass she was, and I was like, that's amazing. I forgot to mention this the other day, but one of my kids on Thursday got a freaking bloody nose right in the middle of class. It was one of my sophomores, and we were watching a movie, and so there's this big old pile of kids just sitting there right in front of the screen, all just hanging out, and this one guy was sitting behind on a chair. And so this one dude on the floor just goofing around or whatever, like, made a punch up, you know, in the way towards his nuts, and the kid in the chair was like, oh, you know, just like faking it out, like hardcore, and went down super hard, super fast, and this dude who'd done the fake punching, like, jammed his knee up, like, right there in the middle, and this kid's face contacted with his knee, and it was like, and like freaking blood everywhere, and we were all sitting there in the dark because it was a movie, you know, and so this kid just kind of comes up to me, he's like, can I get a Kleenex? And I was like, sure, what'd you do, slobber all over yourself? And he's like, yeah, I slobbered all over myself. And so I handed him this Kleenex, and all the kids were like, he's bleeding all over the place, and I was like, what? Oh my gosh. So we turned on the lights, and I cleaned it up, and there was literally like splattery blood like all over the floor next to those kids who were all laying on the floor. And as an educator, you're always taught that to treat every single, you know, biological liquid, anything, as, you know, a biological hazard. And so I was like crazy with like Windex and Lysol and, you know, and cleaned it up and made the whole thing sanitized. And when the kid came back from the bathroom, he was like, oh my gosh, I freaking filled the whole sink with blood. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I hope he was okay, but it was pretty intense. So I was surfing around the internet last night, and you know how I found those hunkified, you know, Disney villains type thing? So I found this article that was like 86 remixed Disney characters, and I was like, that's awesome. And I'd probably spent like an hour on this website just looking at all these crazy pictures of everything that anybody had ever done. It was weird. They had cartoons that were like in old famous paintings, and they had cartoons that were like super, you know, badasserized, and they had Disney princesses who were like done in like in real, you know, photo realness and stuff. And anyway, there's a whole bunch of different things. It was really, really cool. I'll put a link somewhere. Alright, now it's time for a segment called 3 Weird Facts About Stuff. The echidna and the platypus are monotremes, and they are the only mammals that lay eggs. A woodpecker's tongue is so long that it actually wraps around the inside of its skull. Native to Indonesia, the Komodo dragon is the largest living lizard. Komodo dragons can grow up to 10 feet long. Their extreme size is attributed to the lack of predators on the islands. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and comment below who is your favorite Disney character. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!